Hello and welcome. I'm really excited about reading for you today. I have already shuffled these decks, so I'm just going to start pulling some cards for your first reading. So, I also wanted to let you know when I use this camera that sometimes the camera will zoom in, and when it zooms in on a card, I pull a clarifier card. And most of the reading today is going to be of a sexual nature because that's kind of what we are looking at on these cards and with the theme that we're looking at today. All right, so we are going to get started on the first reading. And then what I'll do is at the end, I'll pull the bonus card for this one as well because each reading has bonus cards. So this is the 3-card block reading. It is what is blocking you, what is blocking you spiritually, and what is blocking your heart. So what is blocking you is showing up as the 6 of Pentacles. So the energy of the 6 of Pentacles is about things being a little bit one-sided. So as you can see, he's kind of running in here, but she's been like tracing her foot, really just kind of like, what's going on in this situation? Where is this divine masculine that's supposed to be coming in? So sorry about Sedona. So, one of the things that's really blocking you is just this kind of anticipation that you have, like you're really wanting a relationship to come into you, and actually it's making it so that you can't have that come in. It's a block. It's almost like you're kind of putting layers of disappointment on top of each other, and then they come a big hill and things can't flow into you. So then what is blocking you spiritually is showing as the reverse page of Pentacles. So the reverse page of Pentacles is about some bad advice. I feel that through this time you've been talking to quite a lot of people and asking, oh, what do you think about this? Or what do you think I should do? And then some people are just giving unsolicited advice. But what that's doing for you is it's kind of creating a situation where you are building up more and more of a feeling of, oh, maybe this won't work out for me. And so then when it comes to relationships, what's blocking your heart is showing as the reverse King of Swords. Now, the reverse King of Swords is about some dirty politics, someone in your life almost like manipulating the situation. So I really feel that you are looking for a relationship that you want to have come into your life. You're really focused on how things are not working for you. And I get a sense that that's kind of what is blocking you overall is instead of paying attention to the things that are going on in your life that are really working out for you, the people who really want to be there, the people who are really showing up for you, you are looking at the things that you can't have, at least at this point. I feel that a little bit of this has kind of come in because you've had a lot of time to kind of keep looking at this situation. And the biggest piece that I can see with this is that in this situation specifically, you'll really want to let go. Just let go of the situation. Just say, you know what, the universe is going to work this out, or, I always get what I want. Like, you really need to have a different kind of verbiage that's happening in your head. Because I feel like you have a lot of a sense of like, oh, this isn't going to happen, or, oh, how do I make this happen? What can I do to get this to go and happen? There's a lot of like, how can this happen? And the only way that things like this happen is by letting go and letting them go into your life, letting them flow. There are definitely a sense of, there's definitely a sense of you have a person that you are specifically interested in, and you're really giving that attention a lot. It's almost like hyper focused on this person. So then for your bonus card, I'm going to pull a romance energy card. We're going to see where you are kind of romantically, energetically at the beginning. So at the beginning of this reading, we're just going to look at that. And I'm pulling up offer of love. So an offer of love is newly beginning love. A new partner will enter your life. So the energy that you're kind of like vibrating at, or what you're kind of telling the universe that you want, is you want this relationship to start. You want to be able to get into it and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. So we're definitely seeing that energetically you're putting a lot towards this person. And the other part about the Six of Pentacles is sometimes you can talk about things being off balance. Like you're putting a lot of thought about this person and you're not giving them the opportunity to think about you the same way so that things are balanced. You're just always thinking about them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. All right, so then we're going to go on to the next one. This is, will you like the sex with the person? So will you enjoy the sexual relationship that you're having with the person? So the very first question is, will you like the sex? Will you like the sex? The next question, do they want to sleep with you? Do they want to sleep with them? Do they want to sleep? And the third one, this one. Okay. Do they want a sex relationship with you? Okay. And then we'll pull the bonus card at the end. So let's get started on this one. First question is, will you like the sex? And that is yes, obviously. If you're paying attention at all, you will know that the answer is yes. So I really sense in this connection, you do feel some energetic connection with this person, and that's really the basis of a fantastic sexual relationship. So there really is a good basis, which is the understanding that, you have a connection with this person. That's why you're interested in them. Second question, do they want to sleep with you? Yes, surely. Proceeding down the path is highly recommended for you. And again, sorry about Sedona. She likes to give us some insight as well. So I'm pulling a clarifying card for that one since it kind of zoomed up a little bit. Now, a little bit, it's funny because I feel like you're kind of excited that the cards are saying yes, but you also have a lot of doubt. Like I can really feel you want to believe that there's a potential, but you're almost holding your breath. You're like, if you notice right now in your stomach, you're holding your stomach in. Yeah. So you're going to want to let go of that energy and kind of allow yourself to say, oh, maybe this could be a thing. So let's see what the last question is, do they want a sex relationship with you? And that one's coming up as maybe, which makes a lot of sense, and I'll explain why in a moment. So it says consider the options, do not get stuck in the details. Now the reason a maybe makes sense is because a maybe is telling us that there are too many pieces that need to be worked out before this can be a concrete answer. So your belief that this person won't want a sexual relationship with you is making it where you won't talk to them or you won't have the conversation when you need to. Like you're going to do things if you have disbelief, that are going to present themselves as indecisiveness, which is a maybe. So then the clarity card that came up on the yes, which was will you like the sex, came up as the reverse Queen of Cups. Now the reverse Queen of Cups and energy is about being insecure. It is this idea that, see, like if you look at the picture, they're snuggling and cuddling, and when it's reversed, it's this idea of, oh, well, that's not what this person really wants. Like you want it to happen, but there's a part of you or an aspect of you that feels that it doesn't have the potential to happen. So then we will pull a clarity card of the romantic energy of the other person that you're looking at. I'm so sorry about Sedona. Baby girl, come here. She's looking for Avery. I'm sorry. Hey, you're fine. Okay. What is this person's energy? Oh, this one popped right up. Romantic gesture. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, do something unexpected for your partner. So they are in this romantic energy. They're starting to look at this as something where they're like, oh, I would want romance. Now, this does not necessarily mean they're like thinking of you romantically at this time, there are some things that need to shift before that becomes a possibility. And part of the things that need to shift are just the belief that they can, that this person does want a situation with you. That is something that you need to shift in order for it to go forward. And let me go into the next reading, which is, are they my soulmate? So let's go ahead and we'll clear these up. So the first question is this a soulmate? Because as you know, we are able to, well, I'm not sure if you know, I share this a lot, but I don't know if you've been in a particular live or seen a video where I've shared it, but often we have multiple soulmates. So this is something where we have so many, we have like 7 or 8 each. The next question is, do they know? Okay, the next question is, will it be what I want? And then we will pull what your current energy is again. We'll get the next energy card to see if you've like made any shifts as you're hearing the readings. And then what do I need to focus on is the next one that we will pull. Okay. So one of the cats is in the curtains. I want to make sure that it's not too shiny for you to see the cards. I'm so sorry. I don't want to interrupt the reading, but that's what's happening right now. All right, so question number 1. Is this a soulmate? And that is showing up as the magic or manifestation card. Now, what this means is that you are creating this situation. So it says, you're very powerful, you're on the right path, the things you're looking for are directly in front of you. So this is an opportunity for you to really look at this situation and say, I can create whatever I want in my life. If I want it to be yes, it's yes. If I want it to be no, it's no. But the thing is, you have to be concrete in what you're thinking. So if you are going back and forth, if you find yourself kind of in a, sometimes you think they're the person, sometimes you think they're not the person. It goes back to that scale again. Whichever one you're putting the more weight on, they're not the person, they are the person. They're not the person, they are the person. The easiest way to get out of that pattern altogether is to just start asking other questions. Am I on my right path? Am I doing the thing that makes me the happiest? Is this situation the thing that I want? Like, pay attention to you rather than what's happening with the other person. So then there's not really a yes or no on this unless whatever you determine. I'm very much feeling the energy that you are determining that yes, this is a soulmate. So then do they know that they are a soulmate is showing as yes, absolutely. When something is absolute, there is nothing wrong with charging forward. So this person definitely feels a special connection to you as well. They know that there is something important about you. They may not quite know, oh, this is my soulmate, or this is the person I should be in a relationship with, or that I want to be in a relationship with. And a lot of that is having to do with just the fact that they have free will. They have the ability to decide what they want to do. So you as well have free will and the ability to decide what you want to do. So if you make the decision to, I'm going to be happy no matter what circumstance or situation I'm in, you will always have your happiness because it is not determined or like needed for this relationship. Will it be what I want? Yes. Joy. Making each moment joyful will ensure a wonderful adventure regardless of the path taken or outcome. So really, there's a part of this situation, I mean, joy is so funny because that's just what I was saying, is that when you're happy, you're going to be able to find exactly what you're looking for. So in this situation, joy and happiness is essentially what you're looking for. You're hoping that it will come with this person, but the whole thing that the laws of attraction in the universe are saying is get to that place prior to that person coming in, and that's what brings that person in. So your current energy is showing as music. Romantic music will help your heart sing for your partner. So I definitely would make a Spotify list or make a list of just music that you enjoy on YouTube or something along those lines, and be able to tap into that romance, because that's really going to help you. So then the next question is, what do I need to focus on? And that is showing as romance. Romance is exciting when you discover the secret things that make your relationship spark. Now, it's really interesting because in the last, oh wow, look, yay! I just noticed this. So the way I designed this deck is when the silhouettes match, it's a perfect match that I'm reading for. Look at that. So you guys are a good match, but I think it's also interesting. Oh, so let's start pulling some clarifiers here. I feel like whenever somebody makes a shift in their energy, that's when the spirits really start moving and saying, here's more information, here's more that you need to know. But I wanted to point out one thing, is that it was telling you to focus on romance. And then if you remember from the last reading, romantic gestures were your person's energy. So you could possibly line up to their energy if you can get to a point where you let go of the doubt part of it. So then the clarity card that's showing up is the reverse Hierophant. Now it's important to remember that, this was, will it be what I want? But there are, reverse Hierophant is saying it's like people who don't want to get married, or people who kind of go against institutionalized like relationships. They want something different. So this is really showing that the joy is going to come in, and yes, there are going to be things that you want, but you're going to want to make sure that you are letting go of anything that you feel like, oh, this has to happen. Because this relationship, if it's allowed to like blossom into what it could be or can be, is not going to really match what every single thing that you think it's going to be, because some aspects of it are going to be like outside of the Hierophant, which is like weddings and like what society wants you to be, depending on what social aspects you're paying attention to. All right, so then let's go ahead and I will get the bonus cards for this one. And for this one, I feel like the energy has shifted enough that I'm going to pull some romance kind of messages. And for this one, since there were 5 cards in the reading, I'm just pulling 3 romantic messages that these are coming in from your person's higher self. These are things that you have not heard this person say, because in some aspects you're not in the energy of it. So that's kind of altering what's happening for you. So the first message that we're coming in from the person is, the seed of our love will bloom with time. So there are things that you're kind of wanting and hoping and like looking forward to working out. And it's going to take some time, especially because up until this point, you've been putting doubt along with your hope. And that's really stops the growth of something happening. It's like, oh, I planted this seed and then I went out and I pulled it up to see if it was growing yet. Well, that actually stops the growth process. So when it comes to like relationships and what's going on, if you're like, oh, that was a really fun day and I connected with them and things went really well, but whatever comes after that but is what's slowing you down. So then the next message is, I'll make it all up to you. So this is something that could potentially be more in the future and have more of a connection in the future, but you have to let it grow. And part of letting it grow is just walking away. You planted it, you did the work. Now walk to your next project and allow this to grow. And then we are showing, we're so close, don't lose faith. So this is something that I really sense that this person's higher self would be interested in as well. But it has to have the opportunity to kind of process. So let's find out, what will they make up? What is going to be made up? Okay, so it came up as the Judgment card. The Judgment card is about a wake-up call or a life's purpose. So I sense that this person at some point is going to have a wake-up call and give you the connection or the understanding that you are looking for. All right, so that is the third one. We have one more reading, which is checking in with your spirit guides. Okay, and then for our final one, though checking in, sorry, I switched out some of the cards so that we could kind of gear towards, spirituality and move the energy from sexuality. So we're showing focus on this, adjust this energy, let go of this, and then we have just two more tarot insight cards. And then we'll pull your bonus cards for this reading after we do it. So, focus on this is showing up as the reverse 10 of Wands. So, the reverse 10 of Wands is about freedom, it's about lightening up, it's about letting go of the processes. It kind of goes back to the beginning where we're talking about letting go of the control of a situation. So part of your spirit guides, what they're looking for you to do is focusing on lightening up. Like if you look at this person, they've got everything on their back, crisscross, everything is really heavy because they're bowed way down low. So letting go of those things that you don't need to try and control. The universe will take care of it. So then adjusting this energy is showing as the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about your money starting out. It's about taking time to say, what do I need to focus on other than the romantic aspects of my life? What else can I have the ability to, put my focus on, put my energy in? What else needs to be done in my life that I will prosper from if I'm able to move this energy from one thing to the other? So then the next one is let go of this, which is showing up as the reverse lovers. So the reverse lovers is about discord or breakups. So basically the universe is saying, hey, let go of this feeling of, oh, what's going to happen with my relationship? What's going to happen for me with love? What's going to happen? What's going on? Let go of that and say, hey, I know I'm loved. I know I'm loved by the universe. And so love always comes into me. Love is easy for me. I'm surrounded by love. And that's going to really kind of move that energy forward for you. So then the first tarot insight card is showing up as the reverse Six of Cups. So the reverse Six of Cups is about living in the past. I feel like there's a little bit of an aspect of, well, I've kind of tried to not control things in the past, and I've tried to go with the flow in the past, and I always end up losing what I really want, and I never get what I want because if I let go of it, it won't be there for me anymore. So, take a big breath. There's an incredible feeling of a sense of abandonment and a feeling of not being there when something is needed. And I really feel that your spirit guides are letting you know that they are always with you. And sometimes that doesn't feel adequate because it's not someone physically sitting next to us feeling like they're fulfilling those needs for us. But where I really get a sense of your spirit guides are saying, hey, there's a lot of love for you. There's a lot that we can lead you to. There's a lot that we can help you with. So you're going to need to find a way to slowly, calmly get into that energy of letting go of the things that you can't control anyway. So then the next tarot insight is showing as the reverse Two of Cups. The reverse Two of Cups is once again going about the disagreements or the arguments. So you have the reverse lovers and the reverse Two of Cups because you're caught up in the energy of things not working. Why isn't this working? How do I get this to work? What can I do next to make this work? How come I can never get this to go the way I want it to go? Why isn't this working? And I really feel that journaling, taking the opportunity to find out about you and what you need and what your desires are going to help you communicate with your spirit guides for them to be able to lead you in the directions that you need to go to get what you want. Right now, you're a little frustrated because you're trying to do things on your own and in your own understanding of the situation. And your spirit guides will definitely be able to help you go forward if you're able to let go of the control of. So basically, you're almost like backseat relationship driving, they're saying. So if you are able to let go and not be in that backseat driver energy, you're going to start seeing things flip around for you. You're going to start seeing change because it is possible. Nothing is set in stone. So let's go ahead and we will pull the, I did the Moonology cards for the bonus cards for you. So we'll pull those out. And this is just going to be some closing thoughts for you since this is the last reading, and give you some final things to think about. So the first one is showing as step out of your comfort zone. That's such an awesome piece of information because I feel like a little bit some of your comfort zone is trying to hold on really tight. Because if I'm holding on really tight, it's like flying a kite. I'm not going to lose the thing that I have. But honestly, that's exactly opposite of what the way the energy flows in the universe. So the next one says, it's time to take action. The action that you are supposed to be taking right now is action about yourself. Learn about you. Come up with a new hobby. Do something different. So I pulled the clarity card because it came in on here. This one says, work through your fears. And I feel that, let's see what the fear is showing up as, which is the star. So working through your fears is actually going to help you have that inner clarity. You have inner clarity right now, but sometimes you are finding a sense of doubting what you know. You know how this goes. You know what makes you feel good. You know what makes you feel happy. And as long as you keep working towards that and going towards that, you're going to find exactly what you need and want is going to be in your life. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.